Now from the financial district, where the positivity rate is the highest across the city. Michelle.
Hi there, Tamsin. This morning, Governor Hochul reinforced that mask mandate, saying that it will only do us a favor if we continue to have this happening. Now, the city is at a low alert level, but officials are saying that that could change to medium, so a slight bump there if we see new numbers with the BA2 subvariants. Positive COVID cases are slowly on the rise in New York State as 2 new subvariants are the driving force behind the rising numbers. But officials aren't sounding the alarm just yet.
We have no evidence that these variants are more likely to have severe impacts than other subvariants. So we're not panicking about this.
This morning, Governor Kathy Hochul emphasizing New York's mask mandate in certain settings. This includes public transportation, but also correctional facilities, nursing homes, and healthcare settings. This comes after a U.S. District Court judge struck down the national transit mandate. Healthcare professionals say these new subvariants cause less severe symptoms.
The most important thing to remember is that the COVID that we're talking about today is not the COVID of 2 years ago. The B2 variants are not deadly. The symptoms are mild and they pass quickly.
January's peak from the Omicron variant hit around 90,000 cases in the state. The 7-day average from Monday show over 4,600 cases. The governor is calling for a bigger push with vaccinations and boosters. She also announced $1.2 billion in bonuses for healthcare workers for their efforts during the height of the pandemic. There will also be a $7.7 billion wage increase for home healthcare workers. She says if it weren't for these subvariants, it's possible we could have finally put those masks away in all settings. But right now, they're playing it safe.
Let's just be smart about it. I think people do feel better when they're in public transit, sitting really close to somebody, to know that people are protecting themselves. And again, this is very much in the short term.
And because the national transit mandate was lifted, the CDC says that its order is no longer in effect and it will not enforce it as long as the ruling is being reviewed. Nonetheless, the CDC is recommending people, still encouraging them to wear their face coverings in all indoor public transportation settings. We're live in Lower Manhattan. Michelle Ross, PIX 11 News.